Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health, uh, connective. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We've got over 980 of these available. This is our Life Lessons series. This is number 111. If you are looking for coaching, life, relationship, business, habit change, or any point in between, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. A couple ways to get in contact. You can get in contact through at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube channel. Either way, we'll get you in contact with me or a member of my team, and would love to be of value to you in that way. First thing is pump yourself up. Be ready for anything. Have high energy. And if you can't have high energy when you're doing something new, if you can't have high energy when you are dealing with a new challenge or presenting yourself in front of a new person, store up your energy and wait until you can. The reality is, first impressions, you only get one shot to make one. And if you are a high energy person who is excited, who is willing to engage, who's ready to be a leader, who's ready to make a difference, you will make a much better impression on the world than if you're kind of just going through the motions, metaphorically. So it's important to be a person who is committed to the mastery of your emotions. The next thing is master what you're good at. Know how to do whatever it is you're doing professionally, personally, even if it's relating with another person, connecting with somebody. Know how to do these things in a way that matters for you, so that you can kind of, if you need to do it on autopilot upon occasion, you can do that. But secondly, so that you can show proficiency, show confidence, show security in the way that you're performing whatever task is in front of you. The more secure you are, the more credibility you're going to have. People are more comfortable dealing with a person who shows a level of security. So ignore the words of critics when it comes to repetition. Now, the first time someone gives you a criticism, whether it's constructive or framed in a poor way, investigate it. See if it has value. See if it has merit. See if there's something you can change that's going to lead you in the direction of having a better quality of life, having a better life experience, having a value in that way. But also begin to understand that if you don't have that, it's time to shift your limits. It's time to make a decision from that perspective. Understand that respecting how you begin to move forward is important. Understand that the limitations you place upon yourself, obviously you can't fly or have x-ray vision, but only put the limits upon yourself beyond what's physically impossible. But even then, if you're in athletics, kind of push yourself to as far as you can go. The more limits you place upon yourself, the more defeated you're going to feel in the long run. It doesn't mean that we can't accept our limits when they happen, but push yourself as hard as you can, as far as you can, so that you can get the most out of life in whatever way makes sense for you. Understand the value that there is some ability to make decisions that lead you in a direction that is beneficial, helpful, and filled with a certain level of emotional and mental mastery. Respect all things. Respect does not necessarily mean that you agree. It also doesn't necessarily mean that you understand what is in front of you or the things you need to do. It just means that you value a person's ability to have a certain level of connectivity, a certain level of personal value, a certain manner of making things go in a positive direction, and you begin to understand the reality that avoid being average. Now, here's the thing: it's not. It doesn't mean that if you're an average person with a typical daily life for your country or region, that you're a bad person. But when you settle for average, you usually come in lower than what you settled for. This is just human nature. So always shoot for higher, but be comfortable where you are. Sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're in a good space, other times you're not. But continue to focus on growth, continue to focus on what matters and the value thereof, and understand that always growing towards expansion, always growing towards what matters in that way, can be one of the most valuable things that you will ever do in a good, meaningful, masterful way. So, this can be helpful and hopefully is for your benefit. The next thing to consider is, at the end of the day, your emotional state. Understanding how to create for yourself a level of emotional mastery. Understanding how to create for yourself a level of emotional understanding of what it means to master certain areas of your life. Then you can get more out of daily living. When you have emotional mastery, you understand that all emotions have value, but none should define you. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.